What's up, y'all? Come say what's up. Say hello. What you doing? What you doing? Interesting. Da 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 da. Yeah, stretch my back. Oh yeah, feels good. Feels good. Does anybody have any questions? You want to talk about anything? Do you want me to do a few reps here? A few reps on the what's it called? This thing. The ball flex. Ooh. Oh yeah. Never mind. Because I have the lights in the back. They're probably gonna fall. The pink and the blue or purple, whatever color that is, magenta. They're on the thing that moves when I do this. Does anybody have any questions? Do you want to talk about anything? Do you want to talk about anything? I didn't know that Fat Joe, the singer, had a child that was Down syndrome, and I was reading a little bit about the story. And I believe the wife, or was it the mother? I can't remember how it goes, but I think the mom wanted to give, the child up for adoption because she felt like it was going to be a lot. And so Fat Joe was the one to step up and be a dad. And to me, that makes me want to tear up a little bit, because the fact that, I've always said men have a God-given purpose, and that's to be a protector, provider, and just be present as a man. It doesn't matter if you have kids or not, just being a positive influence, just being a man of structure, honesty, and even emotions, That's the only purpose that was given to us as men. And the fact that Joe said, we're not giving up the kid for adoption. I'm going to take care of my son. And I believe he said that it's been so hard and so difficult, but he never gave up. And that to me is just amazing. I'm an only parent of a, special needs child. And that's them, That's them, And then, I'm a father of a special needs child, and at the beginning it was really hard because we didn't understand like the behavior. We didn't understand the motives of him doing everything. But upon further diagnosis, he was diagnosed with ADHD, ODD, intellectual developmental disorder. He was delayed. So he's 15 right now, but he's got like the mentality of a kindergarten, so it's just like he looks very normal. So sometimes he's like a little toddler, like a little child, and he looks big and he's fully bearded, and there's people that looked at him like, what is that guy doing, or what's going on with that individual over there? But they don't understand that there's people among us that are special needs, and they see everything different, and they're not in the long shot going to be equal at a par with the way we interact, with the way we see things, the way we, my son, if there's a loud noise, it'll just disrupt everything. If he hears a loud noise, and that is, because he's borderline autistic as well, if he hears a loud noise, it's cover his ears. It's like, what is that? And a lot of people will see that as, what's wrong with that child? But it's more like, what is he experiencing? What can I do for him? How can I help him be okay, or understand that sometimes dogs bark, sometimes, cars are loud, sometimes things fall and break, it's really hard. It has definitely, my relationship with my son has pushed me to be this individual that I never thought I could be. Being both, like a father and a mother to my son, it has been very difficult. And with the help of, my family, with the help of my sister, my brother, my mom, and even my dad, it still has been very hard. But we love Chris. We miss him. We want to be next to him. We laugh so hard at the things he says, and sometimes I'm like amazed at how intuitive he is. Sometimes I'm amazed at the way he sees things, and it's so inspiring for somebody to say, hey, let's go do this. Let's check this out. If you're a father, if you're a dad, if you're a man out there, you don't need to win in life. You don't need to have fancy cars, fancy homes, businesses, or whatever. If your children are truly happy with you, I think you won in life. It's not easy. But it's a wonderful experience, the beautiful experience to be there with your child and see them grow, and yeah, amazing. Super amazing. What's up, Maria? How are you? Oh, thank you, Vero. I try. we all try, you know. That's all we have. Thank you. If y'all have any questions, I can answer questions for free, no worries. I wanted to do like an old zodiac sign type of reading, but I don't think I have the time, because usually those take like a super long time. So I was like, I'll just do a collective and I'll see if anybody has questions. Okay, Maria, you have oh, Vero, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here, still here with me. Like, oh my God, you're like the longest person or fan, not fan, but like subscriber that I've ever, like, you're like one of the first ones. I think I said this before, like, you're the first person to comment on the videos when there was like just crickets, you know. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for, I don't know, I feel like you also motivate me to be here, you know, and to continue just being myself and reading the tarot. So Maria, for you we have, oh yeah, definitely. Maybe one day I'll go to Europe. Maria, you have the Two of Cups. This is the Ace of Wands and the Tower. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my monitor, but it's the light makes it kind of weird. But yeah, so the Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Guess what, Maria? You will have an opportunity. There is a job here for you, and it's around June, which is next month. So I don't know if that's soon enough, or hopefully it's it says around June. So It's coming. It's something exciting. It's something new. I feel like you're also gonna find love, or there's gonna be someone there. If it's not love, like romantically, like another partner, it could be like you're gonna find a really good friend in this new job that is gonna give you energy. It's gonna give you excitement. It could also be it could also be romantic. It could also be something where you get this new job and you meet somebody and it's like unexpected, unwanted, very unnecessary for you. You could say it that way, but it just happens for you because the tower says that, it just happens unexpectedly. So whenever we're experiencing the tower, or the tower comes in the future, it's something sudden, unexpected, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it disrupts a relationship or anything like that. It says that unexpectedly something good happens also, where you thought, you're thinking of in a way, like maybe you're thinking of the future and you're thinking how this year you're going to be single for the rest of 2026, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're not single anymore. And that's the tower. It's like sudden change. You thought you were gonna go back to your ex. No, there's a new person here. That's the tower. So what I'm trying to tell you is, like, there is a job coming over, happening for you, a new job, new position. And in the mix of that, we have an individual, which is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that is gonna be here, that is gonna confuse you. It's gonna get you in this state of like, what do I want? What am I feeling? Am I in love? Am I still in pain? I don't understand. It's a mix of emotions is what I'm getting here. So yeah, you have a new job happening for you in June, but not only that, but possibly a new relationship. And that was unexpected. That's why the tower is here, right? You weren't expecting that. But hey, you can choose to say, no, thank you. I'm gonna dwell on my ex. Or you can say, hey, show me what you got. Just show me what's good. You're very welcome. Norway, huh? I can only search pictures. Maybe one day I'll get to travel around the world and take my son and, just show him. He loves nature. He loves to go out and hike, explore like new places. So we do that all the time. Like, I have 2 super nice BMWs, like super nice cars, and I drive a Toyota Prius because we drive, like on the weekends, we could drive for hours just trying to like get out there and explore new, like we go out of state over the weekends. Like that's why I don't usually, like I'm not, streaming during the weekends, is because we're out in the mountains, up in the mountains, or we're at a lake. We are, looking for a new restaurant. We're running around. We're like, let's go over there. Let's go downtown. Let's go over here. We've driven to California, Las Vegas, everywhere. We've gone Arizona. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. I don't miss my nicer cars. As long as my son is happy and and Bella, my dog, is behind in the back seat and she's just looking out the window, just having a really good time. That's all I need. That's all I want. I don't care about the other stuff, But yeah. Thank you. All right. You're welcome to be my guest. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm born in Norway, but my heritage is Serbian, Montenegrin. What is that? I gotta look that up. Oh, Vero, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much from you. Hireka D111. Hi. Rose, hi. How are you? How are you, Rose? Yeah, you're gonna have kids. You're definitely gonna have kids. You're gonna have 2 kids. I see 2 kids. I see 2. If it's not 2, it's 1. But you're debating the second one. You're like, ooh, is this something that I'm? But whether you want it or not, and kids will be part of your life because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So if you don't have any kids right now, the Wheel of Fortune is saying yes, you will definitely have at least 2 kids. I feel like 1 for sure is gonna be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But also, I feel like the second one, it's gonna be one of those. It could be an air sign child, like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like when it comes to the second child, you might have doubts. You might not know if maybe it's unplanned. Maybe it's an unplanned pregnancy or something like that, but it's making you a little bit nervous on the second child. I don't know, maybe age or maybe just the experience with the first one, but it's not like it's not bad. It's just more like, oh, here we go, but definitely 1 for sure. The second one, I don't know why I have to be like this or why I have to explain it this way. It might be unplanned and maybe unwanted. I'm not gonna say unwanted. It's just unsure of it, but yeah, you will have kids, 100% sure. You just don't know it, and that's the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is Wheel of Fortune just happens out of nowhere. Not necessarily like the Tower, but it's no kids. Well, now you have kids, out of nowhere. And the Wheel of Fortune is a card of something that happens out of your control. It was meant for you to have children, and that's why you're gonna have children. So yes, you will have children. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me know if anybody has a question. If anyone has a question before it's already 3, so my son is about to get here in a few minutes, so I'm about to get off. So ask away, any question. It doesn't matter. You don't have to donate either. Sometimes it's funny how when I put based on donation and nobody comes into the live, but if I put free tarot readings, there's multiple people just asking and asking. But don't be scared. You know how we do it in this channel. You ask and I'm gonna answer pretty much, whether there's a donation or not. So just ask if you're wondering, if you need clarification, if you need guidance, or I don't know, just ask. Will I be in a committed relationship? Before I pull the cards for you, Hiri, is it Hiri or Hire? Hire? Sorry, I suck at pronouncing things, or names, not things, but or just not necessarily names, but like the, whatever people name themselves on YouTube. Sometimes it's just difficult, but I feel like right now, did I drop the card? Turn on the light. Come on. No. I was looking to see if I dropped a card. So, what I have for you, it means diamond. So yes, it's a thing. Okay. So, Page of Cups, Three of Swords, the Devil. Unfortunately, I don't see you being in a committed relationship here. There's some sort of trauma or pain, or there's some sort of encounter that, okay, I'm gonna put it on you, but if it's not on you, maybe, I don't know, because maybe I feel like it's gotta be. I think for the rest of this year, you're gonna manifest, or you're gonna attract people that are not committal. They are non-committal. People that are addicted, very controlling, very toxic. I feel like right now, even for you, it's kind of hard to. It's hard to embark or get committed to somebody for some reason. Like maybe you are looking for love, but right now it's like you're more detached, you're more emotionally detached, and you're also very guarded. So it's gonna be very hard for you to find somebody who's emotionally available and open, because for the cards that I'm seeing here, like maybe you're also in that position of feeling like you need to guard yourself all the time, feeling like everybody's against you or everybody's trying to hurt you, and that's why we keep manifesting people that are, have some sort of involvement with the devil, and the devil is never a good energy or a good card to have. It highlights like addictions, negative stuff, like being over controlling, very jealous, it's being bonded to a certain individual that is not good for us, So I feel like so when I was shuffling the cards, and I don't know if I said this, but when I was shuffling the cards, I think I was about to say it, but when I was shuffling the cards, I heard and I felt that you're gonna have a few flings, like a few short-lived relationships, or maybe just encounters, until you meet the one. But right now, it feels like somebody wants to come towards you. Could be an ex, if not, it's somebody you already know. But that person, that particular individual, is coming in very childish here. All right, and with the Three of Swords and the Devil, they have issues. They have, they're very toxic. So be careful. It's already the case. Oh my goodness. So I have this message for you. It says, trust that it will happen when the time is right. So that's another clarifier that not necessarily right now. Not right now. I feel like you still got to experience a little bit more, and then you're going to find the one. So don't get discouraged. Don't allow this reading to be your case. You vibrate at your own pace or your own level, and then you create whatever it is that you want to do, right? But yeah, I feel like you're a little bit emotionally unavailable and also very guarded, so it makes it hard to manifest somebody who is emotionally available and willing to willing to commit. So, but yeah, thank you so much. See, I'm telling you, so you're saying you don't believe in love anymore. So it does make sense. So yeah, that's what and the only reason I say that is because you have the Queen of Swords. Let me see if I can get this to focus. And I turn it to the side because the glare of the light shines too bright. And so, but the Queen of Swords is someone who's guarded, someone who has experienced things, right? And they want to be equal, but they also want truth. And when we fall in this energy, like we want to know, like there's a certain feeling that we want to know what's going to happen in the future. Like, are you going to hurt me? Or like, are you playing games? Or do you want to be like, are you going to be committed to me? Or are you going to be good to me? Right. But the funny thing is that if we are what we attract, then most likely if we're emotionally unavailable, and if we don't trust people, then most likely the other person is going to be the same way. Emotionally unavailable. They're not going to trust you. And so we're going to have a hard time. Let me see. I'm going to get you one of these cards real quick, just to see what's going on. Give me one card. Ooh, you getting 2 cards? Okay. So, fearless expression. I don't know if you can see it, but fearless expression is like a microphone. And then external validation. I gotta fix the settings on the camera so it doesn't get too blurry. Let's see. Number 50, that's 5. Those are changes. So number 50. External validation, it says finding your own vibe and your own beat, effortlessly tracking others because of your warm energy. So effortlessly attracting others because of your warm energy. So that means that you need a shift. There's got to be a little shift of, yeah, we got to defend our heart. But we can't set it on concrete and then say, well, when the right person arrives, I will break it out of the concrete, and give the heart to them. But it's like, no, because if we are what we attract, then we're going to attract somebody that has the same, it's emotionally unavailable and is doubting everything. Tuning out the noise of external validation and listening to your own heart. Opening yourself up to external validation and accepting compliments. And then you have fearless expression. Maybe this. Fearless expression, that's 55. That's another 5. You have 3 5s. So you might want to see what the number 5 means. Or if you keep seeing number 5, maybe Google it and see what that means spiritually. Like as far as like the number 5, what does it mean? So you have number 55. Fearless expression. Sorry. Essential meaning: your soul laid bare. Self-confidence, knowing your heart song and singing it clearly. Accepting your value, self-worth, speaking and channeling effortlessly, finding your courage and the fearless expansion of your joy. And the fearless expansion of your joy. I don't know if you got that last part, but yeah, that's what I mean. I think both of them talk about like how much your life can change if you just if you just open up your heart, or connect to the heart and leave that thought of like, I don't believe in love anymore, because we are love. And that's why I always say life begins with love at the end of all my videos, because it's true. It's true. Life begins with love. Hopefully that makes sense. Number 5 is our transformation. I think changes. Let me see. It says profound spiritual change, personal transformation, and freedom. That's what it says. So, number 5 represents profound spiritual change, personal transformation, and freedom. It symbolizes the need for adaptability, acting as a catalyst for growth and new opportunities. Me personally, 5s are they give me so much anxiety. Like 5s to me, it's a change, it's an evolution, it's like shedding your skin and being a brand new. But before you do that, there's a certain vibration you gotta get into. There's certain things you gotta leave behind. Like you cannot evolve spiritually, mentally, or physically without leaving the old person behind you. Like you cannot evolve without leaving everything that holds you back in the past. Like you cannot evolve and still have the same pain and trauma, beliefs and thoughts. You have to leave that because you're not evolving at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, I love 5s. 5s sometimes are very positive and very good. It's just that the 5s that I've known to that I know that I've when I notice 5s, I'm like, here we go. I'm gonna have to let something go. I'm gonna have to change paths or change something, or what I thought I wanted is not it, and there's some sort of change happening here, you know? Sometimes they're brutal, sometimes it's just easy peasy, you know? Just depending on what it is that, you know, the universe is trying to gift you or give you, you know? Maria, will Philip meet Adriana? Will they meet in real life? Yes. 2 of Cups. Yes. There's some sort of encounter. There's some sort of encounter, and it's gonna change everything. But yeah, they're gonna meet more than once. There's also love and romance, but someone feels trapped in this situation. I don't know if it's Adriana or Philip, but yeah. I'm sorry, but with the 2 of Cups, is just a big yes, they will meet. Anybody have any other questions? Before I finish my lemonade. If anybody has any questions, just ask. You're very welcome, Maria. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you the right answers, but that's literally what the tarot is saying. If you ever leave me, baby, leave some morphine at my door. 'Cause it will take a whole lot of medication. Like change for the better? What do you mean? Oh yeah, no problem. No, I meant like I wish I could tell you that everything's gonna be fine, but all the readings that I've done, and again, I don't pull the cards, I let the cards pop out. So all the readings that I've done for you, you know, and Philip, they're fated to, I don't know, for other things to happen in between or in this time where you guys are separated. But, you know, as much as I would like for you to be happy and find, you know, find peace within yourself, like it's just sometimes it's just hard to just forget someone that you've dealt with for a long time, you know. And this is what I always tell like people that are like they can't seem to like release their ex or their partner. Your body, and I talked about it in the collective a little bit, the soul, mind, and body. Your body is used to your ex. Your mind is used to your ex. So when the separation happens, the custom of the body and the mind is to instantly connect to that particular person, even though you guys are separated. So it takes a lot of work to let the mind know and let the body know that they're no longer an option, you know, at this moment. And then, but we have the fear, we have the doubt, we have the jealousy, in the mix of all that, you know. We have the sleepless nights. We have the noises, the smells, the colors, the places that reminds us of that particular person that is no longer in our circle or with us, you know. So it's very hard to get the body to forget a memory, and especially the mind, you know, to forget a memory of an individual that you're never gonna forget. Your exes, your lovers, whether it was a good relationship or bad relationship, that's part of you. You cannot rewrite the past. You cannot go back to the past. But all you can do is work with what you have and realize what's happening. Like, be realistic, you know? And again, it takes time. It takes time to move on. It takes time to find new love. It takes time to heal. But it's there for you. It can happen. You just gotta put effort. They say freedom isn't free. Healing takes work. Success takes hard work and dedication. So nothing is giving, and nothing that is good is free or just happens out of nowhere. Most of the times we have to acquire, we have to grab it, we have to bring it into our reality, and we have to find a way to maintain it, keep it that way. So, but it's all understandable when someone's going through some sort of breakup or something hard. That's why I understand how you feel, and I think I told you on your private reading, it's like, I understand how you feel, and I understand what you're going through because I've been in that position. But also, I want you to realize and look into the fact that I'm past that, and I'm happy, and I'm full of love, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful, and I have so many good friends, both women and men. I'm so thankful for life, and love really, it's not something that it's not my priority, but I'm open for it, so maybe one day, I'm not anxious about it, I'm not wondering every day or every night, am I gonna match with somebody? Am I gonna meet someone? I don't think of stuff like that. I figure out what's going on with me and what I need, because my son depends on me. And if I'm not okay, then most likely he's not going to be okay. So worry about what matters the most, and that'll be you, that'll be your heart, that'll be your mental state, and then things will start moving forward. And maybe this is a word you don't want to hear, but it might just be slower than you anticipated or you thought, but the progress will happen and the movement will happen. And your story will be the same, because again, we cannot change the past. We can only cope with what happened and heal and accept it, but move forward. All right, y'all. I think I'm good. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for being here, keeping me company, listening to me, just being here with me. I appreciate every single person that checked in and everybody that asked questions. Thank you so much. I gotta go. Maybe I'll come back tonight. I got a few people that I'm gonna interview pretty soon. So as I get everything situated, there's an author from a book. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna have some sort of interview or some sort of just talk with him. It's gonna be very interesting. And then I have another tarot reader who is very well known that hopefully she agrees to come into, because we already talked about it. I just haven't been able to give a date, but look forward to additional information when it comes to spirituality, life, just pretty much anything. The goal with the interviews is for you to understand that although you're experiencing some sort of difficultness in your reality, everybody goes through the same process. Everybody goes through the same lessons, or some are more unique, some are more difficult, some are easier, but we all have that similarity, right? And nobody's better than others And so it's just alignment. It's just food for thought. So I'll keep you updated when it comes to that. But as far as anything else, I'll probably come back and do more tarot readings for everybody. So yep, I gotta go. Remember, life starts with love.